Hello, hello, other streaming software. So I just hope everything works. Yeah, things are still looking a little bit different. This is just that stream. If everything works out, I'm gonna have to keep paying shit on, I guess. Alright, so I'm just gonna walk around a bit, see if the game crashes or my stream crashes like this afternoon. Like, is it actually the game that makes the streams crash? Or is it the software? And the game has some laggy points. Where... I have my arrow on. I have my bow on. I was like, why have I an empty hand? So we did find where to go. And it's been so freaking long, to be honest. Let me really quickly check the quests. I only have a treasure map. Lava ruins. I have some. Oh, Dawn Shore, 4-star stuff. Yeah, that is close by. Solace Keep. Now, this is actually Solace Keep. However, are we able to get into Solace Keep just yet? I don't think so. I think we might be sent there after we get to the entrance because we need to get permission to go on. No, I do actually expect to be somewhat stopped around my around my goal. The land is festered with insects, huge insects, that is. Oh, there's clearly people here. That's also nice. I still need to get used again to the controls. Ooh. Ticky ticky, miney miney. It's mine now. Come on, looks fine here, good. Well, Streamlabs, I didn't do all the settings I did in OBS earlier today.
As I live and breathe,
Ooh.
the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting.
Question of both? Yeah.
Through his twisted silver roots.
Hunt all the leads you want. Okay, so because Donald doesn't want to get spoiled, I'm gonna wait with that here before going on. But it also seems like you can get away using the same thing, Streamlabs, and still give yourself an insane amount of money. Yeah. Nice username there. So yeah, that thing is neat. This is Streamlabs. It's way less buggy. It actually works with the game. So it's actually OBS that's buggy. No, I have the chat not visible at the moment. I can see the chat. But I found that on Twitch you're only allowed to show Twitch chat, nothing else. So I need to really look into that. Because on Twitch you're actually not allowed to show chats of other platforms. So childish. Okay, and my Vtuber isn't responding correctly anymore because it's getting too dark. So let me... And there's some lightning. Twitch is indeed stubborn about it. Yeah. And I'd rather not risk it. So yeah, it seems to be working fine on this streaming platform. On this streaming software. So, makes me a little tad sad. Just a tad. And, excuse me. It does mean I'm gonna work on my overlays using the same multi-stream thing. Yeah. Well, Streamlabs has its own built-in multi-stream thing. That's why I pay for it. The multi-streaming is the reason I pay for Streamlabs. Because it has this built-in function. Bonk. I want to bonk my head. Yeah, I want to check if you can work around it. No. No, I can't. Because this one's actually stable. OBS is stable as long as I stream to one output. Or if I use that other streaming software that I used, that I've now deleted off my OBS and everything because with that I couldn't stream to certain websites that I wanted to. But yeah, this seems to work fine. However, you know I can't game on while you're watching, right? Because you don't want to be spoiled. Welcome in. Now the chat sounds are perfect again. This chat is at least working. That's already an whole good thing. Sadly, it does, however, mean that I will have to keep paying, yeah, for Streamlabs for now. Streamlabs Desktop for now. I wish you could loosely pay for the multi-streaming function, but you can't. Like, it was an option at some point, it just isn't anymore. I did a little deeper than I get. I dig a little deeper than I guess, because now you're too deep into money debts, considering we added an expense but couldn't remove one so far. No, true. That's absolutely true. However, those are things I'm not gonna disclose while on stream. I'll talk about that through with you on after stream. I think I can maybe save some money here and there by cutting out some more expenses. But we'll see that after stream. Yeah? But thank you for checking in after the quality. Quality seems to be fine. So yeah, quality is fine, everything's fine. Yeah, I need to work on my overlays and how I want them then. Like, I have so much less in this here overlays and everything, so I'm probably gonna work on that a little after stream today to optimize it the way I want it. But yeah, it all seems about fine. No lag as far as you know on Twitch. I don't think on YouTube either. Although let me check. Let me check the latency. This YouTube stream seems about fine. Yeah, no latency problems. Oh, wait. Wait. I have a mistake on YouTube. I'll take a screenshot for you. There. I'll send it to you. There you go. It got sent to you. But yeah. I would like to go on with the game, if you don't mind. Ow! Oh, I made a fist of my hand, and I have a cut. I tried to cut some bread, a bun today, and I hurt myself. Ah, yes, the infamous keyframe error. Yeah. Okay, bopping off. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye. So lead the thing with the tower behind you. Enter the garden and. We're getting to the garden first. Ah! Okay,
Calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it.
He has the Dream Scourge. Lovely.
I feel I can't think straight. Bodies full of roots, pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
He is insane.
That's the Dream Scourge talking. We should put them down. Give them a swift end.
Yes.
Knew it! Knew it! Knew it! Roots hold you. Roots in your heart. Come and die. We won't let your rot survive. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down.
Uh-huh.
Envoy, over here.
Now, what was again?
That's island. It must be the garden. I don't know what I expected. It's beautiful. Even from
God dang it.
how do we reach it? It didn't come this far to give up now.
Stop it.
There must be something else.
We are close.
Hey. No, no, no. Not now.
It's easy when you do it.
I was gonna say, not now. Where? Oh, there. That's it? More? No, that's it. Whew. The game feels at the moment a little sluggish. Poor men were all taken by the Dream Scourge. Whew. Search the godless tower, and that's what we'll do. But first, I hear sparkles. Ah, there you are. Wait. Nice! Corrupted Aldra. Sweet. Right, I think I checked most of them. I did check here, I did go down there. Hey, a lockpick, thank you very much. Body burnt wesh. My inventory, food items. There we go. Eat something.
Impressive. I'd say we're on the right track.
Yeah, I'd say that too. However, there is of course a problem. Namely, our good enemy. Now, where is she?
So close, yet so far.
Nandru's journal. There are precious few legible entries in this journal, which was written centuries ago by a leader of the Pergrunen named Nandru, who commanded the dwarves to build a permanent home in Galawan's Tusk. Most of what survived details either the minutiae behind the construction of Solace Keep or the relationship between the dwarves that followed Nandru's lead. There is one entry particular notes. The goddess bridge has fallen. Perhaps that is for the best. I may have found another path to the garden, one better suited to conceal its secrets from the intrusive and foolhardily. Ah.
I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though?
Yeah.
The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea.
Solace Keep does not welcome outsiders. But, last I checked, it isn't against the law to ask for directions. To Solace Keep then. Not a moment too soon. With any luck, we can outpace the Steel Garrote.
I doubt it. Quick and careful, everyone. We haven't a moment to lose. We must reach the garden before the Steel Garrote, no matter the cost. It's planned. Let's go.
I'll follow your lead.
Ah, I leveled up. Ability points. Taunting enemy and pulling forward you. No. I think I went this time for quite the ranger build. Comfort and block, no. Increase range rate for damage against unaware enemies. That's a nice one. But it's not something I do often anymore. Wizard Tana! Woo! Welcome in! Alright. Top magic, secret plan. Okay, we have now the blizzard. And which one do we have more? I think I wanted to go for the meteor shower. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Though. Hi! I have a new chatbot and it's actually working with TikTok chat, so I get notifications when something happens. As you can hear the bleep. I think at least you can hear it. So I have an thank you for the gift, for the coin. Thank you for the join. Woo! Community member again. Meteor shower rank, yeah, sure. We just buy a meteor shower. I do eventually want to do a full on 4, 4, 6 perception, critical hit chance, maximum range, damage, carry capacity, maximum health, dexterity 7, 6, maximum stamina. You're 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 4. Resolve is the lowest one I have. Attack speed, action speed, maximum health, damage. You know what? I'm going for more damage. Nice, some stuff here. Opal. Documents. Ah! Now there's journal. Nice. Oh, my companions also have a skill extra. Nice. Run unbending defense and unleash the shockwave that damages nearby enemies. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice one. Rikai I don't have on me at the moment. Okay, Marius. Binding Roots, Heart Seeker, Shadow Step, Wounding Shots. Then Gyata I actually have with me. Welcome in. Gyata calls forth the Ingram wave of energy that heals allies by 20% of their maximum. So she's a great healer. Maximum health, enemies within the range of purification are interrupted and knocked back. When barrier ends, allies are healed in proportion to the amount of temporary health remaining. Increase the duration of acceleration by 10. Reconstruction grants temporary health to allies are maximum health. No, I want this one. Wait, barrier is active. There, oh, that one I wanted. I didn't have that one yet. Acid explosion. Acid explosion deals fire accumulation to hit enemies, reduce the cooldown. Whoa. Increase the maximum range of missile. Missile. Ah. Block deals shock accumulation. A shock I don't need. Delay of motion increases strong effect of enemies. There's delay of motion creates an area of effect that afflicts all enemies within its radius. Delay of motion product deals frost accumulation. Increases stun delta enemies by hit blast. Range. There. There you go. There we go. Off topic, but I tried something on today. I grew out in a pandemic and it fits. Anything nice to you? Off topic, but I tried something on today. I grew out in the pandemic and it fits. Anything? Ah! So I'm trying to wrap my head around that sentence, and probably makes sense, but my brain just is at the moment buffering, so to say. I think if you show me a picture, I can. This is lead anywhere special. No, but it's clearly not on the. This is such an acid sea. And see, you will die. So because I gained weight, I couldn't wear it more. Ah! Well, I think I won't fit it either. But I am losing weight at the moment. And because I lost the weight, I fit again. Okay, nice! Good job! I'm also losing weight, so that's good. I'm below the 100 kilos again. So that's actually a very big achievement. And I'm still losing more, so at least that's in the planning. Have I been here before? Yes, I have. Now, I do know. Welcome in. Show me what's here. Hello. Hello there, chest. Oh, that's very nice. Also for health reasons. Mostly for health reasons, yes. Now, I know. Okay, there is a way back up. That's good. Now, I know there was a chest this way. A secret. A hidey. Just don't be an idiot and don't fall into the acid sea. Ah, there we go. Ooh, 5 lockpicks. Nice. However, normally loot chests aren't like that. Is this already acid? Doesn't seem to be acid, also would have been burned away by now. Okay. Now, normally, Gallowin's Tusk. Common, alright, this document I should go to quests. The treasure map is still there. Okay, so I didn't use the... But that is close to the way up here. This was a nice side track though. Like, it's there, I think. Somewhere up there. Bam-ba-dam-ba-dam. Now I will edit my overlays again because I realized how much better my OBS overlays were. So in the next while I'm going to put extra effort into that. I would normally say that it was this one, but because it is very pretty and it very much looks like this was where the map was leading, but that's a big no-no. Pampida. Now the game is still a little bit wonky, like I said, but that's more the game than my stream overlay. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Stay here. That's a stupid priest. There we go. Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. Please die already. And stay out of my way. Well, that'll do it. Don't you dare heal. Whew. Think we did it, guys.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Who's hungry? What a question to ask. Always. Only always. Most of the writing in this old journal is faded beyond legibility or overgrown by mold. What little can be deciphered tells the sad story of a farmer's failed attempt at cultivating the lands. Through prospects seemed good at first, what little value the land had quickly dried up. After months of failure, the farm was abandoned. Its owner decided to leave Gallowin's tusk for more fertile land. It kills me to leave, but I can't stay when even the foods left the tusks. Yeah, makes sense. Now that seems like a sensible guy. Letter is torn up, but some pieces remain legible. To Ambassador Hilgard, I'm writing to you again in hopes of establishing an understanding. The trade will be of considerable use to both communities. While Solace is lacking in natural resources, we possess a forfeit of legendary crossbeep. It full your friends in the council. Dang. He didn't make it out. So what? For him at least. Is there any way for me to get into this? Because I really would like to see the inside of this here farmhouse. Of course there isn't. I can't get on the roof though. Gosh darn it! I'm off, girl. Have fun. Thank you. Bye bye, Tana. Stop moving so much. Bye. Where? Bonk. Hey! There we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonky! Whew. But no, there's no way into this here farm. Okay. Little tad of a sat. Yeah, okay, that's only... Yeah, at least there, okay. Map. Let's see, journal. No, treasure map. Yeah, it's way closer by. The treasure is way closer by. It's on that hill. Bumpy dumpy dumpy dee dee doo 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 doo. Nah. Ooh.
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them.
Who, what, where, one. Oh, you have a side quest. Hello.
What are you doing here? This place isn't safe.
Ha! I'm not
The
safe.
homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salo steppe was here, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zarps used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south.
Ah. What's the Surubs done with the homesteads? Need help with the Surubs? How they ring?
You're want to help? Landru keep you. That'd be amazing. There are some Balgrunen living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of these Arabs, they might be able to shelter here. Maybe even grow some crops.
Grow crops. Here. You believe that, buddy?
But I hope you do.
Not bad, envoy.
Oh, you touched me. But not for long. Oh, you can handle hits. Nice. Good for you. Not this many, though.
This must have been a prosperous.
Buddy. Oh.
Now look at it.
Yeah? That's him? Okay. Now we can go loot. Aww. 28, 27 IE. It's been a few years since I found great-grandmother Marina's writing of her life in the living lands in Solace. I've thought about this choice for so long, but I finally know my answer. I need to retrace her steps. I need to return to my ancestral home. I may never see Stalwart or my family again. No, she didn't. This is not an easy decision, and the journey won't be easy, but I feel calling I no longer can ignore. I took a few years, but I finally arrived. The journey alone has been incredible. Traveling to Glanfaith, I didn't think it was possible for so many trees to be in one place. And the people of the dry woods, welcome in, were just as hospitable as the stories of them I'd heard. I will admit that traveling by boat was not the most pleasant experience. It's certainly something I'm not keen on doing again. Luckily, I've earned enough from odd jobs I took during my travels that I didn't have to lend my services as part of the ship's crew. Call me crazy, but I feel home. Like a part of me was yearning to return. At least it has. I think I made the right decision staying some time in Paradise. A wonderful woman by the name of Cosmina was happy to give me some training. For free. She would never say such a thing. But I think she just wants to help people survive this place. After saying my goodbyes and selling some things I no longer need, I'll be venturing onward to Solace Keep. I should be on the road within the new year. My first day out of Dawnshore, and I'm veritably shaking with excitement. I'll miss some of the comfort and company of Paradise, but it will all be worth it. I had a very special visitor at my shop today. The envoy, in the flesh. I'd heard so much about them. It was such an honor to make their acquaintance. I hope they find what they're looking for, and that I do as well. And here I thought the dire woodsmen were hospitable. Despite the difficulties they're facing, the Fiorians were an incredible host. I still didn't understand it all, but with just a few days' time in Fior, it feels like I got a crash course in animancy. I hope things turn around in Emerald Stairs. It's overgrown, wild, our deadly place. Thank the gods for Cosmina's tutelage. I don't know if I'd survived if that spoiling attack without it. Dawn's suggestion: turn the MD overlay back so you can see in what manner it differs, or task manager. Also, I'm not looking at game screen. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bonky 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 bonky. Task manager. Yeah, it's way lower utilized. It's yeah, it's doing way better now. Deadly place, thank God for supporting without it. Even though I just got through the worst part of the deep woods, it was at least a pleasure to see the envoy again. I felt safer with them around, and something else too. Almost like they were a part of this place, of the living lands, a part that blessedly didn't want me dead. I was excited for a change of pace when I was finally able to leave the forests and bogs of Emerald Stairs behind. But if I really knew what awaited me, I very well may have stopped my journey in Fior. I'm joking, of course. Mostly Scatterscrape is a lot of things, but none of them I would describe as pleasant. Even still, the wasteland is better than being trapped behind Turborn. Which part is better? Ah, well, later, I guess. I'll hop out again. Bye-bye! Being trapped behind Turborn would describe pleasant. Even still, the wasteland is better than being trapped behind Turborn's walls. Supplies are low, but I'm sure we have enough to make it the rest of the way. I saw strange magic near some ancient ruins across a vast chasm. Welcome in! Even stranger, I felt a chill wind wash over me. Colder than anything I'd ever experienced back in Stalwart. That shouldn't happen in the desert. I can't wait to leave this place. The moment I stepped into the blasted yet somehow beautiful wasteland of Gallowin's Tusk, I knew I had made the right choice. Arriving at the Living Lands may have felt like coming home, but it was nothing compared to this. I can almost hear great-grandmother Mariana's voice in my head, as if it were with me, here with me, crying out with joy and celebrating in my triumphs. Tonight I make camp in this abandoned homestead. I can see the keep shining ahead, a glorious beacon in the night. After a good night's rest, I will make my way there first thing in the morning. If I'm lucky, I'll arrive before the sun reaches the peak. I'm nearly there, nearly home. She didn't make it, and this is actually the merchant we talked with a few times. Gosh darn it! No, not my merchant friend! No! Okay, this game is mean. Not my merchant friend. She got attacked by this manifest contains mushroom shipments and still keep. Through its dry reading, the notes clear downwards. Trends and quints of the crops farm was able to export. One passion near the end catch the eye. This is not good. Between workers deserting to join Amelia's outcasts and increased hostility from the wildlife, we've been struggling to reach our minimum quota. If the council expects us to do our part in keeping the people fed, they need to stop deliberating over the best course of action and just send us some more damn wardens. I can't fathom why this is so freaking hard for them to understand. Usher's bony balls, I'm so tired. Should Sola starve? Let it not be said that it was my fault. Aye, aye, aye. But he was salty, eh? Oof. From here? From here. There we go. Ooh. I am really sad with the death of our friend, the merchant. Haha.
We've got company.
No. You're down before you even step in my range, buddy. Now, stop standing in my way. Okay, that's rock. That's rocks are not gonna be oh. Now what was the quick button again? To change your weapon. I forgot. There. There we go. Whoa, where? Whew. Yeah? Rocks are down? No, rocks are not down. Now the rocks are down. Was it alt? It's alt. Alt is switch. I was like, I did find it, but I forgot which one it was. Poor sods. So many people have died because of these creatures. Whew. However, were they better off than starving to death because of the land dying? Yeah, that's a question I can't answer, sadly. I think in this case you can easily say it is the way it is. Warden's plea. Okay, show me what's the warden's plea. Note written hurriedly by a shaking hand with stains of sweat and blood. To the Council of Solace. Welcome in. We once again ask for assistance. The Zerbs are becoming more aggressive by the day. Several of our members have fallen to ambushes and targeted strikes in the night. Only few remain to hold this land, and we have seen signs of larger assault on the horizon. If you value this territory, if you value our lives, please hear us and send help. Without it, we will not last another week. Well, they did not last. Help did not come in time. Gosh darn it. Oh! Whoa! Hello! Don't be a problem. Bonky, 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 bonky. Bonky, 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 bonky. Bye! Listen, if the bears wouldn't attack me, I wouldn't attack the bears. It's simple. Now, I am going back a little bit. For the very simple reason of that there, that are crystal. Really quickly going backwards. Like, is there something here? Oh, there is. Here lies Sven, devoted husband and steadfast warden. Here lies Ilinka, pillar of our community and her family. Aww. My dearest Ilinka, I miss you with all my heart and soul. Not a day goes by where I do not think of you. I see you in the face of all in our community who live lives you touched with your tender care and endless affection. Without you, I feel like I've lost a crucial and irreplaceable piece of myself. Though I dare say I may soon follow you to the beyond, for my own days may well be numbered. I've recently fallen ill and am no longer able to carry out my duties as a warden. I cannot say whether it is a disease which ails me or loss of will. I am at least comforted in the fact that I may not need to endure the pain of your loss much longer. When my time comes, I left very specific instructions for my burial. I will be at your side once more. By the grace of the gods, our souls may be fortunate enough to cross paths in the next life. Forever yours, Fane. Aww. That's adorable. Well, neither of them have use for this anymore. What do you mean that's unethical? What do you mean? Solsky party camp. Yes, we set a party. Pam, pam, pam. Nice. Not gonna use this, not gonna use this, not gonna use this, not gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. I'm good on those. Candied nuts, I'm gonna put all three in there. Oh, all three I said. Welcome in. Yep, this all seems well. There we go, all the ingredient stuff. Cooked rabbit also goes there. Ore, 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 ore. I immediately hear all of that in anime sounds. Like, full on. Great, now I've got in my sate. Jeez. Why? Negates all physical damage from traps, perception, berserker ring, 5 damage reduction, I'm brain rotted out of my mind, to be honest. That's okay. We're just having fun and being cozy here. Everyone is welcome. Ding, 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 ding. Shit. I know that's not what you meant, but that's what my brain made of it. You're quite heavy, so I'm not gonna keep you on me. You're the ones I'm actually wearing. We have better braces. Core speeds, fire damage, stamina while blocking. Traleo, tralala. Nice. Frost damage, stamina while blocking, power attack damage. Ooh, power attack deals frustration bone shock damage. What game are you playing, by the way? I'm playing Avowed. Thank you for the follow. I'm playing Avowed. At the moment, I'm just testing it out to see if I can stream it through this software. I've been streaming most of the afternoon. Welcome in, Aiden. So I've been streaming most of the afternoon on my other software, but that kept crashing. So I was checking to see if it's the game. Yo! So I was checking to see if it's the game rather than the software, but no, it's a streaming software. And it kind of makes me sad because I prefer OBS over Streamlabs, because for Streamlabs, for the multi-stream function, I need to pay! And it's quite expensive. But OBS is at the moment tripping. Stay hydrated. Now, I know my overlays aren't the best yet, but today or tomorrow I will sit behind my computer and just make all the overlays better. Fit better the way I want it. Core speed, critical hit chance, power attack damage. I think the power attack damage is what we want. What do we have? Parry effects. Attack damage with swords and daggers. You know what? No, I actually... Wait, maybe I have a Roblox account from very long ago. Or, not very long ago, but just an old account that I haven't looked at in a while.
Envoy.
I don't play Roblox a lot.
Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
A flying boat. It's fun, you should play it again on your streams. It's not something, I am focusing on cozy content, and what I mostly do with Roblox is look at videos about it, like lore videos about certain games and that kind of stuff. Because I know there's some great games built in Roblox. You're the person you could stay behind the camp. This is the only way you need to focus. So,
Envoy, I don't know. There's just so much.
if there's something out there, maybe it would help if you talked about it. Why are you acting like this? No more lies. Marius needs to know what you know. You should have told me about the garden earlier, but you didn't.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy.
Yeah, please tell me.
I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding. Can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarup shaman, and it never felt like this.
Aye.
It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse. Right. You understand. But this isn't even about survival. This is something else.
As expected.
It's more than just
Ow.
going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why.
Welcome
I've
in.
seen that island off the coast all my life. Legend. Like those old
Welcome in.
tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know.
So do you know where the real entrance to the garden is?
I don't. They didn't really encourage us to go looking for it either.
Makes sense.
There
Makes
is
sense.
something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to.
I get that. I
They
get
seem
that.
to be about a village.
somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
Ah, you want me to go there? Say no more. We will find that village
It might be nothing, but
and raise it to the ground.
it'd be nice to have
No,
a
don't worry.
backup
We're actually gonna help.
whenever I go to find it. Anyway, let's make sure they're not listening. We already talked about Kai. Did you want to know about Giada or Yatsley?
Hello, waterloopvlekkie. I want to talk to Giada.
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the freakus, and for good reason. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems different.
Yeah.
She's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out here, and she doesn't. So, yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really.
Nice.
What do you want to talk about?
Anything else is trying
I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you.
Ah!
First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be great
Welcome
for fighting
in!
brains.
Watches from the past.
Though itself is poisonous here. Breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself and keep your heartbeat slow. Wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help.
Oof.
Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. Make
Okay,
sure to
got
cover
it, got
eyes,
it.
Ears and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, you rather quicker die of that than the lava. What you tell me are Solace and Galawain Tusk?
Solace is a walled keep that has stood basically unchanged for centuries. The
Welcome in.
Parkerian there think the walls are indestructible, which tells you a lot about why they don't like to leave. Instead of laws, they have traditions that date all the way back to the founding of Solace. Violate these traditions at your peril.
Ah.
I say it's the safest place in the Tusks, but don't get me wrong. Growing up there was not easy, and leaving was even harder.
I can get that. Heard anything interesting out there? Did they have any tips surviving Galawain Tusk? Okay.
Right, changing the subject. Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive. And always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns. If I must.
Anyone else want to talk to me? No. Is my inventory good and empty? Seems like it. For the outcast, Chores of Lost from the village of Galawain Tusk where Marius lived. Beat the Zerps. Yeah, okay. We're still busy with the Zerps. App break on Twitch, so we are going to go to be right back. Right in his eye. Giant score! The trap! I forgot. Luckily, I'm very fast. I forgot. Oh shit. Fuck. Let's go back and hunt for more shinies cause I want. Ow! Don't throw me with. You're throwing with love and it hurts. Ah! Love hurts. Love hurts so much. Ow! Love hurts. I know I did it. Okay. I'm back. Well, the spider web's telling me there's a huge spooder somewhere. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a big fan of big ass spooters. You'll find the spider here. Be careful, yes! Ow! There we go. And that's the cake. Bonk you. Objects that are in motion tend to stay in motion, I guess.
Aw, they call me a cockatoo. Why? I have no idea, but apparently I'm now a cockatoo.
Zooming up and down all the time. Good morning, Zampappy. Good morning. How have you been? I hope you slept well. I hope you have a nice morning coffee or whatever you drink in the morning. And I'm nicely waking up. And I hope you'll have a relaxed day the rest of the day. How have you been? Look at the tiny baby. Hey, bub. Flop. Are we gonna flop? Are we gonna flop? Yeah. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. That was an actual meow. I was talking to her. But you're also cute. Hello, I'm back. The app break is over. Activity feed grab back.
Hey,
There we go.
sorry about your parents. You know.
That's very kind. Sometimes grief clings to you like a shadow. Sometimes you wonder where it went.
It's not easy, but
I love how they actually talk to each other about stuff that happened in game. But yeah, I will be changing my overlays tomorrow morning. I'll stream in the evening probably, and tomorrow morning I will edit my overlays. Because in the afternoon I have some appointments, so I can't really stream the whole day like I would want to. Welcome in, Ruman. How are you doing? So many loot. Wait, if there's that many loot, then where's the enemies? I hear sparkles. I hear sparkles. Oh, there you are. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Girl, get out of my way. That was it already? I hear sparkle. Ooh, you were actually quite nice, loot. Uh-huh. Oh, you have this here again. Alright, and there is drawings again of humans. We've seen this before in an earlier area. Interesting that it gets back here. Oh, that's a dragon. That's a drawing of a dragon. So you're telling me I have to fight a dragon? I thought, listen, if you're trying to intimidate Skyrim, Avowed, you did such a good job on your own. You don't need to intimidate Skyrim. Not that Skyrim is a bad game, but come on! You're perfectly fine on your own. Hello. Ooh. Spoiled food. Lots of spoiled food. Eggy. Might eventually delete the spoiled food. Aha. First note. A child's note of warning. A note written in what seems to be a child's handwriting. The ink seems unsettlingly fresh. Don't stay here, please. My mum started talking strange and forgetting things one day. My pa said she was just tired, but she kept acting like she didn't remember me until one day she grabbed me and tried to spit up on my face. Pa's crying now and we're going to run away. Pa says Mum can't come. Anyway, don't stay here. You might forget your family too. Aww. So she got the dream scrouch. Aww. I love how they make this world so alive by actually making stories that are not important to actually the plot line, but they do touch your heart. I knew I saw something there. Anything else? No, nothing else. Poor child. That was kind of fresh. That's the saddest part. Ah! I got stuck. I have an itchy on my head. Got an itchy on my head. Gosh darn it. Gosh freaking darn it. There. Now, I'm gonna circle around back to the... Okay, so here's the lava. And somewhere up there it goes over into the acid sea, which is so cool how they did that. I think I actually got rid of all the Zerps. I of course don't know for certain. I'm still very upset that my mercenary friend has died.
You dealt with the Zarabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still.
No worries.
This will save some lives. The buildings will at least provide some shelter.
No worries.
Take this.
Gladly. Ooh, money. And XP. You know what? Oh, I'll take that. So, they want to keep... So, we need to go here for Marius' quest. The Solace Keep. But if you guys know me, you don't want to explore. I know there's many ways it can go wrong. Like we've seen in Emerald Stairs, and having Emerald Stairs burned down, which was a very sad situation. That was a very sad situation. Huh. Alright. There's an ogre there. Interesting. Gallowin's grin part 3. Madness overtook the hunter. He used his bow to pry apart the Leviathan's jaw, then climbed inside and impaled the lashing tongue and crooked tooth, stabbing until the beast choked in its own dark blood. The hound was saved. The creature trembled in death, and the hunter emerged victorious. His tribe endured the winter with stomachs full of salted Leviathan. They filled their lamps with its oil. They made clever weapons of its bones, ribs, and teeth. As for the hunter, he never strung his bow again. Instead, he displayed it over the hearth, where it hung like the smirk of an approving god. Cool. So, can we get the bow? Of course not. Of course, the game we don't ask that of the game. That will be too kind. Ooh, see that? There's skulls above their heads. Now, do we have bounties are given in the in Solace? So I think this is gonna be a bounty. And what I also think is that once we're in Solace, we can actually get someone to work with the star metal we found, even though it's just 2 ore. I think we might be able to get 2 weapons out of it, like 1 weapon ore. Or you have to collect all the ore and then they make a weapon out of it and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Hey, merchants!
Fresh, totally legal wares, straight from Shatterscar.
Hi, buddy.
Greetings, lovely customer, and welcome to... Oh, it's you.
He can't still be mad about the whole forced exile thing, right?
Yes, it's been far too long since you reported me to the Tiranui and got me exiled.
Whoopsie!
Now I live here, in this wasteland. Did you know that the Park Runen are not very friendly to newcomers?
You could have gone the other way.
Big skates and fast, hopefully before nightfall. These beetles are annoying and everywhere. So, are you going to buy anything?
Ah, sure. We buy all the lockpicks. Laddie, laddie, laddie. There. Happy now?
Least you could do is buy something.
I did. I did buy something. Now stop complaining. Alright. I am expecting an whew. Now I was gonna say I do expect something. Ah, but not this. Also not here, apparently. I'm stuck! That was an in-game bug. How did I survive that? I mean, sure. Don't hear me complaining about surviving that, but how? Just how? Just how?
The least you could do is buy something.
I did. Stop complaining. Oh, hi.
Nicely done.
I didn't expect bugs here. There we go. Boink, 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 boink. Ow, thank you for telling me. A little bit late, but sure. Boinky, 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 boinky. There we go. Now, anyone else? There's something there, alright. Stupid beetles. Nah. Somewhere around here. Now, come on. I'm still trying to find the map. Trying to follow the... treasure map. This should actually be... Okay, also not going below there. On top of there. Strange. I might at some point want to look this one up. This one confuses me a lot. So let's see, map. Okay, this seems quite still somewhat weird there. So I would say it's right around here or here. Is there an option is maybe on that side? No, it's not. Then I expect it to be there somewhere. I forget that you can't make markers on this map. And I really want to first find the treasure map before I continue on. I've already bought you empty of everything I want, buddy. You can't keep throwing that in my face. To be honest, it seems like it's right around here, but... There it is! Ah. Found it! Whew! So that was a guess. But a good guess, apparently. Now, what did it actually have? Scout space plus 4 perception. Nice. Yeah, I could. I have bought already. Don't worry. You're not short on anything, buddy. Bro, mate, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna cross the bridge now. Look how cool this is. And they're not friendly to outsiders.
It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
Don't know. Maybe we should ask them. Is it Cave Coral? Yes, it's Cave Coral. Now, how about you ask them? Hmm? Prisoner's log contains neat and terrace lumber, which each entry written by a different hand. Curiosity, the name of the prisoner on the last incident has been entirely crossed out, rendering the name illegible. Incident's name. Faldo claimed guards were up withholding water and food, found crumbs under bedding given reduced ration for a fortnight. Incident, inmate kitchen room once again. Refused water and soap for bathing. Claims he never needed them before. Warden dumped water over inmate heads, threw soap at him. Inmate Rennie appeared not to respond to wake up call or attempts to rouse her. Healer found nothing wrong. Warden hid behind wall and offered food, and inmate awoke, ate, and then pretended to sleep once more. Incident. Inmate has... Welcome in, Fire God. Yo, how you doing? Inmate blank has spent most days arguing against his imprisonment. Warden offered to speak to Counselor Mihala since she brought the charges and inmate settled down. Prisoner has since been transferred. Warden has no plans to contact Counselor. Go! I'll take that one. Don't mind me. Good, how are you, Min? Ah, I'm doing good. Well, today we actually tested out a few settings for with OBS to see if I can switch back to OBS instead of pay through my nose for Streamlabs Ultra. Sadly, I can't. We're still busy bug fixing and that kind of stuff, but it's still not working. So I thought I'm gonna stream the game through Streamlabs and see if it then crashes again. See if it's the game or actually OBS. No, it's actually OBS, and that sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. The dark letter binding this tick tome has been blackened from the kiss of fire. Ooh, happy to hear, but okay, that's cool. I've decided not to accept this outcome yet. Of course you haven't. Also, I will be working on my overlays somewhere tomorrow, I think, to get them better and make them look better. I am unwilling, to be honest. At the beginning of fire, the gilded lettering on its spine read searing passion, or the change of desire that freed my soul. A strand of red ink marks a page about 2/3 of the way through the book at the beginning of a chapter. Welcome in, Fernandez. My heart was pounding in my chest as I navigated the wild streets of Queen Berth's officer of the Royal Death Fire Company. Rarely had a reason to come to this district, but tonight I did. My only reason to ever return to this grossly impudent place was Mistress Rabuna. While some may think of her as just another courtesan of the wild mare, they could not be further from the truth. She is a singular woman, embodying not only the pain and challenges of enduring migrant trials, but also the satisfaction and growth. Blech. This is a roman written by a certain type of person. Nice corrupted Adra. Prison tower key. Hey, you didn't see me take that, right? You don't mind me freeing the prisoner, right? What?
No, you gave the goods back. That's something else. No rattling the bars.
Okay, what happened here? And what, I forgot what I was telling, to be honest, because of that. That story that was written in the book I was talking... Ugh.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
What's this about grave goods? It's none of my business, I'll just...
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs.
Cartographer and not value other cultures. Welcome in. So this cartographer is actually alive. The first one since we started this whole expedition, we find one that's alive. Wait, you're not a big fan of romance, are you? I am a big fan of some romance. I'm not a big fan of, I'm more a fantasy reader. But over the top, clearly written by a certain mindset, so to say, no. Like the perfect woman, and she was obedient and bleh. But I can enjoy a good romance if it's entrapped in a fantasy. But I don't like romance for the if only a story of romance is only about romance. No, not my thing. However, I do enjoy a good fantasy that has some romantic plot hooks. Like my favorite book for a while, yeah, I get that. No, for me, the book I've been reading sadly has no English translations, only is in Dutch. But it's called The Power of the Sword, translated to. And the main character, she is actually of royalty, but actually she hates it. Because she didn't like hated the royal life or anything. That's not it. She was married off. She was like, ew, he's like 3 times my age and only wants me as a prize object. No, thank you. Now, she was taken away the day of her wedding, not by a romantic love or something, but just by an old wizard to take her on a quest, together with her, the lady who always is with the royalty, court lady or something, lady of the court, got taken away with her as well. A swords fighter, they met. So yeah, and all, but close through the, cross throughout the story, the main character falls in love with someone she's known in her childhood, who was about the same age as her. And he turns out to be the bad guy's son. And yeah, don't see each other for a long time and blah. I mean, for this, someone said they were lonely and I was singing in my head the song, Lonely, I am so lonely, there is nobody. Listen, I cannot unhear that song. Every time someone says lonely, I'm like, yeah, that song pops in my head. And secondly, I hear it in the voice of the slugs from Flushed Away. Like, why?
Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sans has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the dead fire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
Oh, can't I? I sung it so hard I needed a cup of water. With his survival skills, he'll be back in a week or that. Glower, I'm sure just do it again. My friends were laughing. You get that.
How dare you? I'll have you know I'm a seasoned adventurer.
No, you're not.
Can't argue with that. This is the tusks we're talking about. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
So there probably was a way to break him out of there. But luckily that was not necessary.
He said. He'll be a teacher, he said.
Oh, how cozy. The blood really brings everything together.
Torture room! Nice! I sent the song I Am So Lonely to the person that said... Now that's a special kind of evil. Nicely. Torture room. Sweet. Yeah. Delivering spontaneous and There's no things mixed up. The session talking, getting in the way of what needs to be done. Too many dwarves fishing off too much old stone. We need a new way. Look at the broken walls. Look at the barren fields. This is where the old stone led us. And the tablets are shattered or stolen, but I still the old dwarves go. Same like an Andros tablet. Pause here for laughter. Oh, that's theater play. Nice. This one can't be opened, okay. Makes sense. So that one was a romance novel, one was a theater play. Bref. Tane's confession. Dear friendly guards of Solace Keep, I'm ready to make a confession. I confess that I used a scroll of form of the helpless beast to turn myself into a pig. I confess that I accidentally followed a guard into the council chamber. I confess that when the spell wore off, my clothes were gone. Furthermore, I confess that being a pig was the second greatest experience of my life, and I confess that I'm not sorry. Sounds like me. Did you know that this is the most cramped prison I've ever stayed in? Thankfully, I won't be here long. If I'm guilty of anything, it's that I'm criminally underappreciated as an escape artist. Your pal, Tyne the Archmage, author of Tyne's Chaotic Orb. Rough. Nice going, buddy. He just escaped out of that cell. LOL. He was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay here. Bye. I hate people from this. I am sitting down on the bench and someone said to me, "Are you a girl?" And I said, "I'm a boy." Just because I have long hair doesn't mean... On that front, I feel you. I am at the moment non-binary. I didn't figure out I was non-binary till I was like 25, 27. But as a kid, a female kid, everyone kept asking me if I'm a boy because I had short hair. So I had the exact opposite. I feel you. However, I was also like, yeah, sure, if you want me to be a boy, I'm a boy for you. And I'm like, eh, how dare you, you're a girl. I'm like, if you can see that I'm a girl with short hair, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I get that. Hey, guard, can someone please let me in?
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
No. We're originally have clean water. How about a little gratitude? The council is a site that keep. I can't get permission unless you let me in. I don't have time for this. Solace Keep is in danger. Marisman.
You're the reason I got a bath? Hell's bells, I owe you.
You
have no idea how ripe the keep gets when the fountains are busted. If anyone asks, I wasn't the one who let you in. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Bridges and high walls, no defense against the dream scourge.
Nope. Lots of defense against it. Look how freaking pretty. This is background worthy. Moving in, moving in, moving in. If
it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to...
Hi.
It's just like... No. It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But still...
I'm allowed to take all this. I'm taking all this. And one of them now actually recognized that my face is supposed to be linked to the gods instead of evil or dream scourgy. I am looting everything I can from you guys. There's Sparkle.
From the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
Ah, interesting. I remember when my cousin told me that I'm a guy, that I'm gay just because I have long hair and kind of punched him. Valid.
You have his markings. The council is going to lose its
Neither will I.
Duty won't feed us. Duty won't keep us from dying.
Hello. I'm checking if there's more loot. Loot, just for you to know I'm not gay, by the way. That's okay. I don't care either way. However, people bullying about someone maybe being gay or that kind of stuff, like, even if it's just an insult knowing they're not gay, it's... Don't! Even if they were gay, it's not okay. It's never okay to tell, Oi. I was... Uh-huh. Let me guess, this is the bounty board. Help on to repair the godless aqueduct. You keep asking me water from the springs. I'll keep telling you the same thing. Can't. But the fountain of second floor if you keep your interest. Yeah. I am an outsider, but I'm also... Ooh, thank you for the topaz. I'm also, your god's godchild? Something, whatever.
Why does the outsider look familiar?
Yo. Is this Solace Keep? No. Kitchen supply request, wood spoons, flatware, steel bowls. Ah. Since I'm taking all this, I will bring that gladly. Okay, we have a chef here, so tomorrow you're going live. Probably, yes, in the evening.
1 seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal.
I'm not first yet.
Well, I don't... thought you were... Let me start.
Because I have to go just... Okay, that's okay. Thank you for being here. I hope you like it. Also, I have a website, www.runlunaris.com. If you want to go there, feel free.
But you folks look hungry. Between you and me, I hope you know how to hunt. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
See me. Whoa. Food restores 30% more health and essence. That's a nice one. Beetle pie I have. Beetle jerky I have. Peregrine ale I have a lot of. So it seems that I have most of what he has. I have my notifications on to see if you're... Okay, thank you, bye-bye! Okay. Health and essence. It's worth it. Main hall. This area is very cool. These are miners and explorers. And what's up here? All lockdown houses and rooms. Ah, itch. What's the time? Oh fuck, it's 11:30. Okay, I need to stop quite soon.
To the council's attention.
No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
We mustn't, I gasp, pushing her away from me as our lips part. It isn't right. Providia is upon us, my heart, she sobs, reaching up to cart her fingers through my hair. We must seize happiness where we can. I gaze into her eyes, limpid pools of tears, and take her in as she stands before me. Her hair, tosses from our tremulous activities, falls gracefully over her shoulder in waves more beautiful than any ocean. Mihala, I whisper her name like a prayer. She surges forward, our tongues battling for dominance. It goes on like this for ages. Alright. Why wouldn't I just open it with lockpick? I have enough lockpicks. Can't be done. Huh. So I have quite some gems. Anything on this table? No. Hey.
So you're the outsiders my guards let into the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
Yeah, so much written down for you, Father. What's got you so fresh? Don't judge Kazmin too harshly. I'm very persuasive.
Doesn't matter. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. It includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? That would take a load off of me.
Yeah.
The council might even thank you for it.
Yes.
Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless.
No, I get that.
She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
Thank you for the information.
The captain is missing. The one in charge? That's not a good sign.
Wake up, mother. It's me.
Oh, my dear. It's been so long. How is my grandson, that little blight?
Mother, I saw you earlier. Don't you remember?
No, my little grab. I'm sorry. But where is your boy?
He's just on patrol. He'll be back soon.
I bet he died.
We need to open our gates to the world, lest it leave us behind. Absolutely. Can you imagine if we had access to fresh crops from...
Oh, the bounty board.
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Huh. Council won't like that. Petru wouldn't either. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning.
Please tell me what happens.
Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there at that abandoned warden tower.
Interesting. Welcome in!
But always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zaribs, killed in a lava flow. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If
I will do
you
it.
happen to go by the abandoned warden tower,
No
just
problem.
to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, alright?
Will do.
Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
She did know I'm engineering.
Went deep in my research. This sounds much more ominous.
That's it. I'm cutting you off, Mina. Talking nonsense. Like Saka, you know it. You're too scared of Mihala to even...
Okay, this blocky script is written with an overly heavy hand. What is Beidel and rushed excuse for meat, and we have in its godforsaken waste of call home. Welcome in, CGM. Forsaken waste of call home. It's a beverage as harsh and unyielding as the Pronungen that drink it. It's a point of pride and solace, proud defenders, and a shared hatred that brings our people together. That's what Beidel is. To truly appreciate Beidel and the horrendous process through which it is made, you first know if its origins. When my great-great-great-great-grandmother letter continues like this for several paragraphs, we're finally ending in a laughably short recipe. Ugh. Listen, girl, I'll feel for you. I hear something sparkly. Oh, there you are. I was gonna say I hear something sparkly. Alright, let's see the bounty board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. I have a feeling we already definitely tea over coffee. That's a thing, yeah. I like both, depending on my mood. I think, have I done some bounties already? Personally, I drink coffee every morning, but not coffee. I drink latte macchiato every morning, and I love the taste of tea, but I am allergic to a lot of water, and not specific to water itself, but to chemicals in the water. So oftentimes boiling makes it even worse, and adding spices. So I'm actually getting a dry out throat and getting coughing fits and everything. Okay, so these ones, indeed the ogres are this one. Claim the bounty, kill. Okay, Some Puppy, thank you for the resub. Welcome in. Love the new model, thank you.
Welcome to the tasks, outsider.
Thank you, but how have you been?
In Solace's halls, and you shall remain welcome. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. Well done, outsider. Seems you may have a thing or two you could show my wardens.
Yeah, been doing shitty for a couple weeks actually. Oh no! If there's anything we can do for you, just WhatsApp us, just message us. We'll be there for you. Well done, now how much bucks you happen to be an eye doctor? Whew, no. Sadly not. But I'm also, because my eye inflammation is the main cause again. Oh no.
Excellent work. Funny. Hopefully that name can fade away into obscurity.
Oh, that's so bad. My coach, who is here every Tuesday and Thursday, he has, when he works a lot, eye drops 8 times a day. Ugh, that's shitty. But when he overworks, his eyes get thick and close up all the way, and he just can't do any work. Planning that is hell. Yeah, I can get that. Ugh. And I think that planning 4 times a day antibiotics is bad.
entertainment here. Outsiders have to pay. You need something?
I don't mind paying. Oh! 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 You're pretty! Location fragments of... Okay, it's not too expensive. Where the fungal forest... Okay, we actually have to... Where the fungal forest halts among the ruins of changeling totem exalts. Below the bridge above the acid sea, the first of elk remains shall be. Past does the... Oh, fucking hell. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. That's absolutely gonna be a pain in the butt. Whew. Okay, that's above me, I think. No, apparently not. However... Ah, up there, eh? Okay, I have a feeling I know where it is now. Old hammer, add to inventory. Eh. Eh. I thought I broke the game again. Okay, can I have not a teleport spot here yet, but I can go back to where I was lost. So what I'm really quickly gonna do before I'm gonna... I can't add anyone, but yeah, eye irritation is great. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks so much. There we go. Whew. Okay, now. First off, I'm gonna take this for selling. Where is the Adra? Awakened Adra, corrupted Adra. Is there anything I can destroy by now? Corrosive, arcane veil. So corrosive, arcane veil, and parasitic stuff, and blizzard. Blizzard's also in this one. Corrosive substance here. Spirit Lands, arcane veil. Parasitic stuff. Okay, this one I can actually now delete. Gonna be lurking though. It's okay, Mr. Peppy. Have a nice time lurking. Now, Oh, wait! I need to keep all the grimoires at least. Considering the time, I'm hoping I would at least... Yeah, I'll be finishing out this up real quick. Sadly, I think there's no way for me to actually make this into the higher tier stuff. Yeah, I can make one Adra Bane. But as far as I know, I need 3. Living Deck of Seal. I need 3 Elder Bane to actually upgrade a legendary.
Do you know?
Is it worth actually deleting all the other stuff? Let's first see if we can... There we go.
I know a lot of people, and just as many secrets.
Pum 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 pum. I didn't look at the skin that I could do. No skin? Okay, the Balrog skin is, there is no, at least for now there is no skin upgrade yet. Welcome in! Okay, I'm gonna really... Ruinous Blight. Ensure maximum health when reviving a companion. Critical hit chance can go... Oh! So it regenerates essence while close to companion. Attack 10% attack damage and 100% critical hit damage with pistols and arquebuses. I'm not working with pistols anymore. 5% reduction against beasts. Damage reduction while your health is below. Okay, so I think the specialized ones, like 10% chance of avoid range damage, reduction, damage against enemies with full health, 7% to avoid melee damage, to intellect, dexterity. Sure, your health is below. There's someone once. I haven't really seen them being correctly used. Outbreak. Tobot for Twitch, because I'm just...
They play their cards so close to the chest, it's hard to figure out, but they
I was just going to the store.
Maybe they just want to see how it...
Exit the previous location. This is what your Twitch has to miss out on. Hello, buddy. Talk.
You need something?
Yeah, I like the trade. Eh. we go. Here, I have pistols and arquebuses. Like this one. Constitution gonna stay, you're gonna stay. 5% damage reduction is handy, but for perception, damage reduction against beast, you're going. Health reduction while your health is below 30. But I have one damage reduction, so that one can go. This one I'm gonna keep. Chance to avoid range damage, yes. Intellect perception, nice. Negate all physical damage from traps, can keep you. Critical hit chance. Damage reduction. 10% damage against enemies with full health. 3 perception, 7% to avoid melee damage. 2 intellect. Okay, let's see what the rings we have. 4 constitution. 4 perception. Intellect perception combination. Might. Perception. Do we have 4 perception? So 3 perception can go. 2 intellect. We had an intellect, can be right. Yeah, intellect perception. 2 dexterity parkour. I don't have a dexterity one. So, you can go to resolve. Do we have an? I don't think we have a resolve. Curse all accumulations. 15 health for an essence regeneration of potion of food. Alright. Now, with this you can barely make any money. However, look at the money we made. That's already quite some. There we go, break time over. Welcome back, Twitch. I just saved, put the money, got some money from selling our inventory. But this is where I'm gonna leave it for tonight, because it's actually closing in at 11 PM. So I want to thank you all so much for being here with me. I hope you had a blast. I sure as hell know I did, and I hope to see you all next time, probably tomorrow. Bye bye, group hug.